And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Field 5 here in Bryan, Ohio. It is Bryan High School softball on the Golden Bear Sports Network as they take on the Liberty Center Tigers. Bryan trying to win their second straight after a couple of rainouts. I'm Thad Goff along with Chris Malenga. Had a couple of games rained out over the weekend. Got a lot of rain in the area, but Golden Bears looking to get back at it today against Liberty Center.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better day for softball. The sun's been out. The field looks pretty dry. It handled the rain really, really well, and they want to get this back one in. And they're actually going to play two today. They're going to play a 7-inning game, and then right after they're going to do a 5-inning game.
Now, this Liberty Center team, they're an improving team, you might say, under head coach Scott Barrett. He's in his third year with the team. They've gone from 8-11 in his first year, now up to 8-4 so far this year. 14-11 last year was their record. So seems to be a work in progress is what you might say these Liberty Center Tigers are. But Scott Barrett doing a good job with the program.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're out there, they're hustling hard, and you can watch them during practice. They got some tough people that are out there and the position players. They got some hard throwers, and should be interesting tonight to see how the Lady Bears fare. They've had their ups and downs, the Bears have, and I think Coach Savage is going to want to definitely get a win here in this league game and kind of get things back on track.
He's got a chance for the Bears to even that league record. Of course, Bryan comes into this game at 3-9 on the season. They can get their first winning streak of the year if they can pull out the victory today. Chad Savage, in his fifth year as head coach, he's closing in on 60 wins, though. He does have a winning record with this Bryan program, so certainly chance for the Golden Bears to turn it around or at least get some kind of momentum going here the next stretch of the season.
Yeah, and you're going to see Sheridan Miller on the mound for the Bears. She's quite obviously the number one pitcher for Bryan, and when she does well, the team does well. And so the last time Bears need to shake it off, come back, and maybe look to a ground ball double play and get things back in order. She definitely hit that, though, in the gap between third and second.
Here's Cassidy Chapa, and she's one player that Scott Barrett has a lot of high expectations for. Getting quite a bit off the bag there was McBride. Was able to get back in time without any kind of throw, but a 1-0 count on Chapa. Some dangerous hitters coming up in the order here for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. Looked to me like Miller might have taken something off that
pitch. Yeah, it looked a little bit off speed.
One delivery, she squares to bunt, but it's foul. And Miller ahead in the count 1-2.
And McBride was definitely taken off on that one, so that was definitely set up as kind of a hit and run.
We'll see if she does the same thing here. Not much of a lead initially. See what kind of secondary lead she gets. Up and away. Didn't get much of a secondary lead there, did McBride. Squaring the bunt again. This time it's fair. Only play is to first, and she is safe. A bunt single by Chapa. That was going to be a close play. That was first baseman Kelly Miller coming over to field that one. And now one of the dangerous hitters in the order, Sam Engler, coming to the plate. She hits .386 on the year. And if you want to know which players in this Liberty Center lineup have power, Engler is one of them. She's got 6 home runs on the year. She's a junior. She's a sophomore. She'll be followed by a junior, Riley Miller. Popped him up on the grass, but caught at short by Delilah Taylor.
Nice job there. Nice job there by Taylor to get that, and then also to keep her hand on the glove. It was kind of shaky in there. She was able to put the second hand in there, hold it in, and get the first out.
And here's Riley Miller. She's hitting pretty well on the season so far. She's one of the captains, a junior, hitting .560. That's right, .560. And she lines that one the other way, and that's a base hit. That might get the run home, but they will hold Steph McBride. But the Tigers have loaded the bases with just one out here in the top of the first.
Well, nice job there by the fielders to come over and quickly cut that off so she couldn't score.
Well, here is Michaela Jeffers.
We're going to get a courtesy runner.
Miller was the catcher.
Yep.
It's going to be
number 7 is going to be, I don't have a number for number 7.
Tristan Murdoch. Tristan Murdoch is number 7.
Okay.
So here's Jeffers with a golden scoring chance. Infielders in, at least the right side infielders are in. That's Kelly Miller at first and Scout Smith at second. Left side infielders at normal depth. And a 1-1 count on Jeffers. Morgan Garber would hit next if we were to get there. Miller, you would think, looking for a ground ball here. 2-1 the count. No score yet here in the top of the first, but Liberty Center trying to change that. They got out in front of that one, foul.
Miller came inside on that one.
Jeffers couldn't quite barrel that one up like she wanted to. Two skips in the dirt, make it a full count on Jeffers.
Miller rode that one inside as well, but came in low. Jeffers had to get out of the way.
No place to put her. But she will go to first, and Liberty Center will take the 1-0 lead. Already 1-0 in favor of the Tigers, and Morgan Garber coming to the plate.
Coach Savage was asking his catcher what was wrong with that one.
On the ground, but that's foul. Well, you know, Miller's certainly looking for the ground ball here because it's a force at any base. That's the silver lining here.
Yep.
Can the Golden Bears limit it to just the 1 run of damage so far? Count runs even at 1 apiece.
She went outside with that one. Garber was not fooled.
And that was a look close, but it's taken for a ball. Garber backed away, but from my vantage point, it was fairly close to the plate. Pitch might have been a little low. Well, even the count at 2 apiece. A hit gets at least 1 run home for Liberty Center. Already scored by way of the bases loaded walk to Jeffers. She remains on first base, just 1 down here in the inning. That was on the pop out by Sam Engler. Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout. Garber goes down.
Yep, and that was on the outside corner. She took a swing at it and not able to catch up with it, just outside the reach of her bat, and now Miller's got 2 down with the bases loaded.
Emily Carpenter coming to the plate. And that's dug in the dirt for ball one.
Tell you what, O'Neill is doing a great job stopping those when they get low.
Carpenter is the 7th Liberty Center batter to come to the plate in this inning. She's ahead in the count 2-0. But Bryan trying to limit it to just the 1 run of damage so far. Got a huge strikeout on the last at bat, but 3-0 the count on Carpenter. And we'll see if Carpenter gets the green light here with the 3-0 count.
And she's going to be taken all the way.
She does take, and it's up. Oh, no, they called it a strike.
That was a little high, though.
It certainly looked like it was. Of course, we're up here above the action, so it's not that we have a perfect view. We got a good view, but not perfect. Swing and a miss. A big cut there by Carpenter. She was looking to do a whole lot of damage. She could have brought home every single runner.
Yep. Big swing. See if she takes something off it here.
Might have, but walks in another run. Cassidy Chapa coming home to score. Already 2 runs across the plate here in the first with 2 down.
Both by the way of the walk to actually score the runs. Liberty Center has 3 hits here in this inning.
Started with the leadoff single by Steph McBride. Cassidy Chapa then bunted her to first. It was actually a bunt single. She's probably going for the sac bunt, but she got the hit out of it anyway. Claire Atkinson at the plate. She is the 8th hitter to come to the plate here in this first inning for Liberty Center. On the ground, that's in fair territory until now. Talk about a slow roller.
Yeah.
Bryan was supposed to have games on both Friday and Saturday. Just on the corner.
That's Miller's pitch right there. She likes that pitch.
Game on Friday was supposed to be against Wauseon, but that was rained out. And Saturday, if the weather over here was anything like it was in Fort Wayne where I lived, I'm not sure any games would have gotten played.
Nope.
That one right into the dugout. Good catch there. I think that was, not sure who that was who caught it. One-two on the way, fouled off, and Atkinson will stay alive. Logan Weaver will hit next.
Anything close at this point, they're just swinging, trying to protect that plate.
2-strike count, that's what you got to do. Swing and a miss, and the inning comes to an end, but not before 2 runs cross the plate. Liberty Center loads the bases, and they get a couple of runs out of that. 2-0, they lead the Bears. Bears will try to answer when we come back on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
One thing that hasn't changed here at Bryan Ford Lincoln is our commitment to service. It's in everything we do. It's in our mission statement. Our goal is simple: customers for life. Kick back in our newly renovated service lounge or business center. We pick up and deliver throughout the local area at no charge. So the next time you need service on your Ford or competitive make vehicle, come out and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln and see why we've earned Ford Motor Company's President's Award 7 times running.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
here in this home game. The Golden Bears trying to make it back-to-back victories.
Her cannon.
On the ground, snagged it. Good play over there, and they got her. That was Cassidy Chapo with the play at short.
Yeah, that just came right to Chapa. So where Liberty Center is finding the gaps in the infield, Bryan just hit it right to the person. She barely had to move to make that play.
It was a simple formula for Chad Savage. When I reached out to him, he said, in order to win this game today against Liberty Center, got to stay ahead in counts as a pitching staff, make routine plays defensively, and put the ball in play and have quality at bats with runners in scoring position. They haven't gotten runners into scoring position yet, but Miller able to put the ball in play, very nearly got on base. That one fouled off by Taylor. She got a 1-1 count. This is a Bryan team that was 5-2 in conference play a year ago. Not the start to the season they were wanting at 3-8, but certainly a lot of softball to be played.
Yep, absolutely. That one caught the outside corner there, or tried to catch the outside corner, but too far out. Ball two. Simple bouncing ball, and she just put her glove in the wrong position.
Here's Maggie Voigt. Her sister Gracie Voigt was a letter winner here at Bryan. Just graduated from last year's team. Takes that one just outside. Yeah, you and I both have rooting interest in the game, but that one was pretty close.
Yeah, it was. It might have been a little high, if anything.
And they bring Scout Smith to the plate. So after the leadoff ground out, the Bears find themselves threatening with just one down here in the first. And Smith pops that one up, playable and caught at first. The catch made by Michaela Jeffers. And that will send Addie Arnold to the plate. Lines that one over the glove, a base hit. They're going to send the runner. And Taylor comes home, and no tag applied over at third. Everybody's safe.
That was about the best position you could be in. Arnold swung at it, went over the outstretched glove of Garber, out into left field, and that's about as good as you could make it.
Two-out double for Addie Arnold, and Allie DuBois will come to the plate, a chance to add to the damage by half a step.
Wow, but the Bears get a run.
2-1, they trail the Tigers as we go to the second inning here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
My family. When the time comes for your family to say goodbye, remember our family, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory in Bryan, Sherwood, West Unity, and Hamilton.
Well, each team has runs on the board, a 2-1 lead for Liberty Center after an inning played. And it'll be back to the top of the order shortly for the Tigers, but first, number 9 hitter Logan Weaver set to come to the plate.
Yeah, the Bears did a good job after getting the bases loaded, getting out of that with only 2 runs. Sheridan Miller threw 33 pitches in that first inning, and in the bottom of the first inning, Bears got a run, and it only took 11 pitches for Bryan.
And, of course, you can never underestimate the value of good 2-out hitting. That double by Addie Arnold was with 2 outs, was able to get a run home.
And it was almost an awesome play by Garber. You know, it went right over the top of her glove. She jumped. She could jump a couple more inches. That would have been a line drive out.
And Scout Smith just snuck into third as well. Very easily ended the inning right then and there, but kept the threat going at least for one more at bat. Trying to bunt here is Weaver. The 1 and 2 hitters set to hit next in the order for Liberty Center. On the ground towards short. Throw to first, got her. Good throw by Taylor.
Taylor needed to come up quick with that one because she was a speedster on the base path there.
Back to the top of the order we go with Steph McBride. The one difference between here in the second inning and in the first inning so far, of course, was you don't give up the base runner on the leadoff at bat.
Yep.
On the ground, snagged at third, and the throw to first in time. A good throw by Addie Arnold.
Miller definitely a ground ball pitcher. That's what she thrives on, and she's had great defensive help between Delilah Taylor and Addie Arnold the last two pitches, and see if we can make a quick 1-2-3 inning.
Cassidy Chappa back to the plate. She had a bunt single in her last at bat. Eventually came around to score on the walk to Emily Carpenter. Skips right in the dirt, and it did hit her on the bounce, so she's going to get to take first.
I didn't realize it could count on the bounce of the hit. Interesting to see the rule for that. I don't know if...
Yeah, I honestly wasn't sure of that either. I mean, if a pitch bounces in the dirt and you swing at it, if I'm not mistaken, that still counts as a strike. Lined up the middle and a base hit. And a two-out threat put together here by the Tigers as Engler has her first hit of the game. Now, Sam Engler's a dangerous hitter. She's hitting over 370 coming into this one with 6 home runs. And another dangerous hitter coming to the plate in Riley Miller.
Yeah, Miller is 1 for 1. She line drive to the right fielder, shallow right. It kind of blooped in between the first baseman and the left fielder last time up.
On the ground to short, Taylor, the throw to third, a forced play there, and they got her. A close play, but Taylor able to get the force out to retire the side. Still 2-1, Liberty Center leads Bryan as we go to the bottom half of the second here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Are you looking for one-story living in the Bryan area but want the added convenience of a basement for living space or storage? Then you need to call Misty King of Amerimaid Realty at 633-4997. Misty has a one-story west side home available that offers 3 bedrooms, a full semi-finished basement, a huge screened-in sunroom, a spacious garage, and a large corner lot just a few blocks from the school campus, parks, and YMCA. Phone 633-4997 for more details or go to AmeramaidHomes.com. Amerimaid Realty, your hometown real estate pros.
Welcome back. Bottom of the second inning here at Field 5 in Bryan, Ohio. 2-1, Liberty Center leads Bryan. Golden Bears sent 6 hitters to the plate in the bottom of the first inning after Liberty Center sent 8 to the plate. In the top half of the first, it's going to be the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming to the plate for Bryan here in the second.
Liberty Center 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. Bryan 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. Liberty Center left 3 aboard. I believe Bryan left 2 aboard.
Yeah, they did. Brittany O'Neill coming to the plate. She'll be followed by Brianna Long and Adrian Struble. It was Addie Arnold who drove in the run for the Golden Bears with that 2-out double.
So I'll say it again. Riley Miller has a cannon.
So far, we have not had a 1-2-3 inning yet for either team. Bryan hoping to keep that the same. O'Neill takes that one downstairs. O'Neill, one of the returning lettermen from last year's team. Upstairs for a ball, 2-0.
She's done a great job filling in at catcher, too. Kelly Miller, the normal catcher for the Golden Bears, had the knee issue over basketball season, so O'Neill done a nice job filling in.
On the corner for a called strike. On the ground, bounced to short and fielded there, and the throw in time by Chappa.
time the ball went to Chapa that way, you know, she misplayed her glove and the runner got on. Here she did a nice job.
Here's Brianna Long with one down and nobody on for the Bears in the bottom of the second. Taken inside. Right over the heart of the plate. Swing and a miss. Brianna Long, as Chad Savage said before the season, that Long was one of the promising newcomers on this team. Expected her to play multiple positions. And she flares that one to short, but it's caught by Chapa. Two quick outs for Liberty Center, and Adrian Struble will come to the plate.
Struble, the sophomore.
Taken for a called strike. Bounce to the right side. That pitch came up and in on her, and Struble grounds out to end the second inning. No runs crossed the plate in the second. Still 2-1. Liberty Center leads Bryan. Back for the third inning on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Last year, over 390 people in Ohio were killed because someone chose to get behind the wheel impaired. This is Lieutenant Bob Ashenfelder of the Ohio State Highway Patrol's Defiance Post. As part of the patrol's ongoing effort to contribute to a safer Ohio, troopers will continue an increased focus on impaired driving arrests in 2018. But we can't fight this battle on our own. We need your commitment to plan ahead by designating a sober driver or call for a ride. If you drink, don't drive.
When Cameron's family came to us with a plea for help, we put our minds and our hearts into creating a solution. Selfless teamwork made the impossible possible. NSCC really is the heart of education.
Welcome back. Just about to start the third inning here in Bryan, Ohio, and I believe this is when we make the little broadcasting change, if you will.
Yep, it'll be Michaela Jeffers leading off here. She is 0 for 0, and she basically walked her first time up. Sheridan Miller now at 39 total pitches. She has given up 4 hits, 2 runs. And let's see what the Bears do here in the bottom of the inning against these Liberty Center Tigers.
That walk to Jeffers got the first run of the game for Liberty Center. Walk with the bases loaded, followed by a later walk to Emily Carpenter.
Yep, absolutely. And it's going to be Jeffers, Garber, and Carpenter here. And she was very patient at the plate last time up and able to draw that walk. The difference is in the first inning, Liberty Center found the little gaps in the Bryan's defense, and since then, the Bears have not been able to find too many of Liberty Centers. So let's see what happens. First pitch to Jeffers, swung on and missed.
She definitely took a little something off that. That kind of tailed away toward the end.
I've seen about 4 games of Sheridan Miller pitching now, and she loves the off speed and she loves the corner. That one was on the corner, but called a ball. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Next offering, inside and hits her.
Yeah, bounced in the dirt.
Oh.
I think they're saying she was outside the box when it hit her. She had a foot outside the box. So it doesn't count as a hit batsman.
So that's just going to be...
Now, we had a situation earlier in this game. Cassidy Chapa was hit by a bouncing pitch, and I think that's what Scott Barrett is talking about.
Yep, he's saying that she was in the box, and there's a discussion going on right now. So it's going to be a 2-1 count. So the little meeting is over at the mound as they were looking for some clarification. That's a swing and a miss. They were looking for clarification of when she was out of the box or where she was out of the box, and the ump basically said she was out of the box. Get back to coaching.
If she was out of the box, she was just barely out of the box.
Just barely, I agree.
The ball definitely hit the ground out of the box.
Yep.
It's only a question of where was her foot. And at the high school level, you don't have instant replay either.
Swing and a miss, and that'll send her down. So that's the first strikeout for Sheridan Miller. On that one, she did have her foot, in that entire at bat right on the back of the line, the entire at bat of the left side of the box.
And if I'm not mistaken, you're allowed to have a foot on the line,
Yep.
but if it's completely out
Right.
of the box, that's not legal.
Yep. Next pitch for Miller is up high, but a swing and a miss for Garber. She is 0 for 1 on the night. First time out, she struck out swinging, so I take that back. That is her second strikeout of the night for Sheridan Miller.
I think she's actually got 3. She got Claire Atkinson as well.
Has a line drive over to third. A nice play by Addie Arnold to get that one. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the 3rd inning.
If that goes anywhere else, you would think it's a base hit for Garber, but Addie Arnold, all she had to do was get the glove down and make the play.
Yep. She just stuck her left arm out basically and went right into the glove. I'll bring up Emily Carpenter, the 7-hitter. First pitch to her, swung on and missed.
She went upstairs on that one. Miller, she's been living on those corners, as you mentioned, but that time ran one upstairs and got Carpenter to chase. And, as a hitter, you see those coming out of the glove, and you think, it looks like I can hit it, but then it runs right over your bat.
Another swing and a miss. That one was just on the outside corner of the plate.
Yeah, that was a late swing as well by Carpenter. Didn't really get the bat around until the ball looked like just across the plate.
Miller, that was a swing and a miss, and that's another strikeout. I tell you what, O'Neill was lined up completely off to the right side. That was all.
Today, American Family Mutual Insurance Company. American Family Insurance Company. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. We've got a tight one here. Liberty Center 2, Bryan 1 here from Field 5. It's the bottom of the 3rd inning, and it's going to be Kelly Miller leading things off. Liberty Center got on the board in the 1st inning with 2 runs on 4 hits, and Bryan answered in the bottom of the inning of the 1st, that is, scoring 1 run on 2 hits, and the 2nd inning was pretty uneventful for both teams, and now Kelly Miller top of the order.
And was able to get the glove on it.
Jeffers made a nice stretch play at first, too. Kept her foot on the bag. This will bring up Delilah Taylor. She grounded out, but actually reached on an error. And first pitch to her is a called strike. That was that bouncing ball that went to short. She was able to reach last time up. Next pitch bounces off the plate.
Yeah, that was the one that that Chappell was unable to field.
Yep.
Glove came up a little early.
One down here, bottom of the 3rd inning. Delilah Taylor with a 1-1 count. That one is swung on. Over to second base, gloved. McBride to Jeffers for out number 2.
And that time McBride hardly even had to.
One that went over Garber's head.
She gloved it. Yeah, I got to tell you, that looked like it was.
So 2 down here, bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Maggie Voigt.
Well, it was first team all NWOAL last year and also all district Division II as well. There's a lot of returning lettermen on this year's team.
In the dirt.
That's not bad for a team that lost 4 lettermen from last year.
Yeah, absolutely. Two coming for Voigt. She'll step out. That's going to be a foul ball. Tell you what, when you watch Miller, the catcher, she is really setting up, really alternating where the pitches are going to come. Weaver is really working both the inside and outside, and she's setting up here on the corner of the plate. And now she'll head out. Ooh.
That was awful close. If anything,
close.
I'd have to say it was below the knees.
Yep.
Yeah, she set up looking for that outside corner the whole way.
Yep. That runs the count full for Voigt. Next pitch swung on. That'll be popped up. Coming over and making the play is the pitcher Weaver. And that'll do it as a pop out here to Weaver. So for the Lady Bears, no runs, no hits, no errors. That'll bring up Atkinson, Weaver, and McBride for Liberty when we come back at the top of the 4th inning here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
It's been said a million times, there's nothing in the world more important than family. We understand that at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Our entire staff is like family to us. They are some of the most caring, thoughtful, and dedicated people in our industry. In fact, our newest members are part of my family. When the time comes for your family to say goodbye, remember our family, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory in Bryan, Sherwood, West Unity, and Hamilton.
It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. Axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, we head to the top of the 4th inning. Liberty Center leads the Golden Bears of Bryan by a score of 2-1. Chris Malenga, Thad Goff here with you. Sheridan Miller, your pitcher. She has thrown 49 total pitches here. Liberty Center got out to a 2-0 lead in the top of the 1st inning on 4 hits. And Bryan answered in the bottom of the 1st inning, and since then there's been no scoring. And this will bring up Claire Atkinson, your 8-hitter. And she struck out swinging her first time up. First pitch from Miller is inside for a ball. Atkinson, your left fielder today. Pitch on the outside corner, ball 2.
Well, O'Neill was setting up on the outside corner that time, and it looked like Miller just let it run a little bit outside, further than where she wanted it.
That one is high, so quickly the count goes to 3-0 for Atkinson. Last time, batter had a 3-0 count. She definitely had the hold up. And that is a strike.
Atkinson was ready to take off for first, thinking it was ball 4.
So the 3-1 count coming from Miller. That one is on the outside corner for a ball. And that will be another walk for Miller. Miller now has 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit batsman on the night. This is Logan Weaver. And she bunts foul. Weaver's first time up.
Well, we saw this back in the first inning. It was Cassidy Chappa who was at the plate after a leadoff single by Steph McBride. She dropped down the bunt to try to move the runner. It turned into a bunt single. It's not really been an aggressive approach by the Tigers.
Another bunt foul. And you got both Miller and Arnold on the corners playing in a little bit. Arnold more than Miller. With 2 strikes, we'll see if she tries to bunt again.
Might be looking forward to try and bunt down that first base line.
Swung off. And swung on a miss was the batter. The runner was going, and there was really nobody there to make the play on the throw. So the runner advances. And Atkinson was going. So a runner in scoring position with 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. That brings up the top of the order, Steph McBride. She is 1 for 2 on the night. First pitch to her is a called strike. She singled on a ground ball to the left fielder and grounded out to third her last time up. Miller's pitch swung on, right to third. Out at first, and the runner does advance to third.
Well, Addie Arnold did a good job of that. She looked the runner back to second, and then when she saw the runner wasn't going, she made the throw to first to get the sure out there. Downside is obviously you got a runner at third for Liberty Center, but for Bryan, they get that second out. Outs and runs are the 2 most precious things in baseball. You can't afford to waste either one.
Absolutely. So now a runner at third with 2 down. And this will bring up Cassidy Chappa. She got on with that bunt single. Back in the first. She swings over to Miller, goes off of Miller's glove, and everybody's safe as the run will score. So I'm scoring that E1, don't you think?
Oh, Miller had to range to her right to get that one. She probably should have made the play, but it's a tough play to make.
All right, so we'll give it a single. Atkinson will score. That makes the score 3-1, and Chappa is at first with 2 down for Sam Engler. First pitch, and the runner goes, and she is safe. And so Liberty Center continuing their aggression on the base paths.
And that's really only been the case for this inning. You know, you go back to the first inning, it wasn't so much aggression on the base paths. It was more so using small ball, using the bunt to move the runners. But in this case, you get a runner at first with 2 down. Chappa decides to take off and try to give him a chance to pad the lead.
Gloved over to short, and they're going to say she was out. And the Liberty Center faithful do not agree, but that was a heck of a play by Delilah Taylor. As the ball was in play, she scooped it up, and on the 6-3 putout, that is it for Liberty Center in the top of the 4th inning. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. And coming up will be Scout Smith, Addie Arnold, and Allie DuBois after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger is a great group of experts with a common goal: to serve the legal needs of this area with the greatest degree of integrity and excellence. Along with that, they respect and support the athletes in tonight's game for their determination and teamwork. An attorney's relationship with their client is like the one between a coach and their player, a position of trust. Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger are proud supporters of all the athletes and wish them continued success always.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network. It's the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Bears are trailing here 3-1. And it's going to be Scout Smith leading things off for the Golden Bears. Madely Weaver is your pitcher. She has thrown 32 pitches through 3 innings, faced 12 batters. She has given up 2 hits, a run. She walked none, and she has struck out none. And all of her outs have come on the ground ball pretty much.
Yeah, no strikeouts yet today for Weaver, but she really hasn't needed to. She's gotten a lot of those ground balls. Has only given up one extra base hit in the game.
Smith, our first time up, popped out to the first baseman. We'll see what she does here in the bottom of the fourth against Weaver. First pitch to her, swung on. That's a pop-up as well, right to the pitcher. One pitch, one out for Weaver.
That's exactly how the bottom of the third inning ended when Maggie Voigt popped one out to the mound.
So one down for Addie Arnold. Arnold is 1 for 1. She had that pretty good hit over to left field.
It was a hit that got over the glove of Morgan Garber and drove in the only run of the game for the Bears.
It's a called strike there.